Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails from Zero. We are back in town after being dropped off in a fancy looking orbital car after we investigated Armorica. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I think I've said like 3 different ways by now, but you know where we were. So right now we have 2 more places that we need to investigate, but before we go there we have an entire town to speak to once again, because the time has changed. So also what the people are saying. And you know the deal, once that happens we go around everywhere. So let's get started. Alright. Oh hey, you're from a special something or other. Do your best, okay? You gotta give every day your all. Thanks Mimi, we will. She still can't get our name quite right. Ellie, she's young, give her a few days. My dad dreams to buy an orbital car. He looks at magazines to see what new ones are coming out every day. I'm pretty sure that particular car was created by the Republic's Verne company, and if I remember correctly, it's the most affordable model that they currently sell. Man, orbital cars sure are cool. Well, I discovered this really bizarre antique shop in the back alley a while back. Weird trinkets and baubles line the wall, and this creepy old lady sized me up suspiciously as I wandered in. And let me guess, she said something about you that you thought she'd never be able to know? I've had the same experience. I discovered this really bizarre antique shop. Has that place always been there? No one knows. One day it just showed up. If only I had a total hunky man with his own orbital car, I could have him take me anywhere my heart desired. Aren't orbital cars like insanely expensive? I know the feeling though. I keep saying I'll find myself a guy loaded with Mira, but just saying that won't get me anywhere. That is true. I'm planning to go visit my relatives on West Street today. It's a shame that I don't have the orbital business buses running inside the city. I mean, how inconvenient is that? Well, to be honest, if the buses were driving inside the city, wait times of 2 hours, the lines would really mess things up in town. So I'm thinking at the edge, going from one town to the other, I think for now, that's the best. At least until orbital cars become more common around Zemuria, definitely. Did you want a balloon too? Heck, I don't even mind if you are a tourist. Everyone deserves a balloon. He keeps saying that, but he hasn't given me a balloon yet. I'm guessing he wants me to buy it off him or something. Alright, let's get into the SSS building first. See if there's anything there. Maybe some new requests on the board. Because if that's the case, then we might as well do them straight away. But alas, no new quests. He ain't there. Is the chief out today? Apparently so. Maybe we see him at the CPD. Another customer. Damn right when I thought things were starting to slow down. Is something wrong, sir? Something wrong? You bet there is. All I want is some peace and quiet to read my magazines. I can hardly pick one up before someone else comes barging in. Honestly, I'd appreciate it if I didn't have any customers show up at all. Because double for you guys. Get what you want and scram. Really, a shopkeeper that doesn't want any business? Yeah, he must be loaded, definitely. There aren't too many weapon shops operating Crossbell, surprisingly enough. Most of my regulars consist of CPD officers and bracers. That being said, that's only the legal end of things. This business got a whole nother shadier side to it. Rumor has it that there's a shop chock full of smuggled merchandise in downtown district. I won't stick my nose in it if I were you. Or would we? Okay, nothing new so far as I can see. Yeah, I think the few straw hats we have is enough for me. And of course with a few extra U materials, I think we can upgrade one weapon in downtown. So we can do it when we get there. I think I will talk here first before finishing up Central Square. As a child, I always dreamed of becoming a railway engineer, but one day I decided to stick to admiration instead. And that's why I'm a train buff now. Appreciating trains made me feel good. As a child, I always wanted to become a railway engineer, but if I had to pick now, I'd opt for simply being a station worker. Yeah, it's a much easier study to do, isn't it? There sure are a lot of interesting things going on in Crossbell, aren't there? It sure makes this old heart of mine start pumping with excitement. Oh my, you're excited as a child in a candy store. Do try to calm down a little, okay dear? This is Crossbell Station and I think we need to catch a train right now. That we do not. I just received cargo from the Republic a few moments ago. To be delivered to... For real? I gotta take this all the way to Mainz? I'll have to hurry up or else the sun is gonna set on me. I'll have to drive up that narrow mountain road to get to Mainz, won't I? I'll have to hurry up or else the sun is gonna set on me. Do we actually get to pick where to go next? Do we go to the hospital or to Mainz? Because I wouldn't mind walking up a little mountain trail, if you know what I mean. Because it's good for your muscles. Like training your calves, getting stronger and stuff like that. Definitely. I was planning on buying a vacuum cleaner. But what's the difference between the red one and the white one? Color. Right. Suction power and something else, right? Yikes, the manager's trying to handle customers? This won't end well. What's he thinking? He knows even less about Orbmans than I do. Well, maybe he's trying to better the store and giving his best foot forward? Yeah. If he's not trained, he shouldn't try to. He should just be the manager and manage his people, yeah. Our manager's at it again. He barely knows anything about Orbital Tech, but he still tries to show off for customers. I'll have to go help him out. Our manager's at it again. Do we want to open a few again? Might as well, because we do have a few. Do we want to... I would like another seal, but that says me. What else do we have? Maybe another blind. And good for her. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just gonna go with the basics at first before I start to specialize with anyone. Because right now I just picked an element with most characters and I'm just gonna try and stick to it. So if you check with Theo, I think she would be good for like water at the moment. So we get more water abilities for her. Like we can go with wind, getting more wind abilities. We might as well give her information. Why not? Just to fill up the slots. And he doesn't need defense. Come on, just give him a seal. It's fine. And like I said, later on, I will, when I figure out what I want to do with each character, I can start making a list on what I want in their court setup. And of course, as always, if you guys have suggestions on where to focus on first, element-wise or stat-wise or anything like that, feel free, of course. Because I think later on I will just do the same thing that I did with Trails in the Sky. Is that eventually I want with mainly the ones with the casting and capabilities to have more of like the AoEs and stuff like that. One healer and at least one or two focus on attack, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the idea that I have right now. But like I said, we're just getting started. Right now the most important thing I want to figure out is how many times in a chapter will the town of Crossbell have their tax renewed? That's most interesting to me. Erebonia's Rheinwood company made their name as a big weapons manufacturer. Actually, they operate as a massive conglomerate, with each of its divisions producing orbital goods. Their products tend to be durable and practical, much like the people of Erebonia themselves. Erebonia's Rheinwood company made their name as a big weapons manufacturer. Actually, yes. And we've seen them, their products are pretty decent, I have to say so. The most important part of managing a department store is never losing the customer's interest. This is the manager's favorite phrase. I can't wait to see how he plans to apply it to this next project. Well, the manager has been lost in thought over something for a while now. Do you think he might be trying to plan out a new project? It could be. Quite a lot of time has passed already since we had the grand reopening. I suspect our customers will begin to lose interest in us before much longer. If only he had a few tricks up my sleeve. Well, you're a manager. Make some up. It's been quite some time since the grand reopening. Are there any new ideas you can come up with? Maybe themed weeks? Like go with a certain theme, like, I don't know, a festival of some kind? Or a holiday? Anything just to have a certain style amongst the store that is different every week or every month. Keep it interesting for the customers that come by. Well, my sister's a nurse at St. Ursula's Medical College. Have you met her? Her name is Saron. My parents are forcing me to visit her later, but it's such a hassle to go all the way over there. What a pain. She is such a colossal scatterbrain, so my parents are constantly worrying about her. One of our customers frequently comes by to purchase high-quality black tea. I believe his name was Sergey? He's filled with interesting stories. We ended up chatting for nearly an hour today. Is this really what the chief is up to while we're doing all the work? Unforgivable. So basically, 1. Sergey's a tea drinker. Props for that. And he's always chatting this person up. Maybe an interest? Oh, Sergey comes by here frequently to buy high-quality black tea. He's filled with an interesting story. We ended up chatting for nearly an hour today. Which technically is not a bad thing, really. I would like it, of course, if he focuses more on his own team and trying to make our lives easier. But hey, if you gotta do something, this is not bad. Well, it seems like the books are a top seller once again. I run a general goods store, but I see far more people coming to buy books than medicine or sundries. I've been receiving a lot of orders for new releases too, like I'll have to increase the shelf space a lot for books. I suppose I should bring this up with the manager when I get the chance. You definitely could. Can you technically buy it again? Probably not. I'll try this in between episodes right after I save, so if I can buy it again and I can place it, they haven't wasted thousands. Mom spent half her morning shopping and half of her afternoon, you guessed it, shopping. Okay, let's see. I bought all the ingredients I needed and checked out Prada's newest arrivals. What else? Oh, back when I first opened my store, I used to fly all over the continent to purchase designer goods. But now that I've established a supply route, I can simply order anything I need. It was fun back then though, I kinda miss it. Alright, still the same stuff as before. I wonder if they're gonna get like new designer stuff in it at some point. Oh, the owner of the shop likes to dust off the silverware in his spare time. Not to mention, he looks like he has a grand old time doing it. Isn't that kind of weird? No. People all around have their own, let's say, hobbies and interests. Like, If he likes to clean things up and that makes him happy, why the hell not? Thinking about the black market has me feeling down recently. Any piece of art owned by a wealthy person whose business crashed and burned ends up eventually going there. No matter how beautiful the art is, I end up a part of the wicked underworld. How sickening. Thinking about the black market has me feeling down. I wish the police would try and do something about it. Ooh, actual black... Wait. Did I say... A perfect hill? I can see this fitting Theo pretty well, but again, we are not very high in cash at the moment. Well, it's just a rumor, but apparently monsters have been running amok in Mainz. World sure is a crazy place, I tell ya. Aren't there orbital lights set up to ward off the monsters? Did they break? I don't think they are broken, maybe less effective. Well, I've been hearing a few rather unpleasant rumors about the Mafia. I'm just praying that no tourists get caught up in their petty actions. I hope so too, because I'm a cop, so if they mess with me, it's part of the job. Tourists? They're just here to have a good time, they shouldn't be bothered by stuff like this. Let's go to the kitchen first. Well, it looks like the railway deliveries are running late today, but we'll hang in there just fine. Hoysdorf already thought up of an alternate menu and everything. I've had on sprinkling some of my own personal flavor in there though. Hoysdorf got such a knack for improvising that he can come up with new dishes right on the spot. He's quick on his toes, that Hoysdorf. Well, Crossbell is home to a whole host of beauties. You got our big star, the dazzling Ilya, Lacher, and the trailblazer in finance, the lovely Mariabelle Croix, just to name two. Even our ordinary girl walking around town keeps up with the latest fashion trends. It's no wonder why I'm so drawn to them. Yeah, you, yeah. I don't even have a name for you yet. Crossbell is home to a whole host of beauties. But let's be honest, LTO, you're definitely one-on-one with Randy in that regard. I wouldn't say pervert, not yet. I haven't seen enough to make that assessment, but you're definitely heading there. We ran into a little trouble with our inventory, but worry not, I adjusted everything with the chef. I can 100% guarantee that you will be met with all our usual flavors. The manager and Brown have been friends forever. They're inseparable. They even decided on all the ins and outs of the restaurant's management together. Staying such close friends after all these years is honestly something I really admire. The manager and Brown has been friends forever. Yeah, but being friends for so long takes effort, so it's definitely something to be applauded. How lovely. They say a fair amount of traders make their way to Armorica to conduct business. Granted, with how scrumptious their vegetables are, I'm sure business goes rather well for them out there. Still, I have to tip my hat to all those merchants for willingly trekking out the middle of nowhere. Not to mention there are more convenient options as far as lucrative business ventures are concerned. Still, I have to tip my hat to all those merchants for willingly trekking out to the wilderness in the middle of nowhere. Well, dazzling buildings, picturesque scenery, nah, I couldn't give a hoot about anything like that. What I like are kind of places that let you cut loose and live it up. So basically, the casino? No, the entertainment district is out of the question. If trouble cropped up, we'll be suspended. True. Let's see. Next up the casino, and then we're spending the night at that fancy hotel. Where was the hotel located again? It should be nearby, right? Seems that somebody can't wait to get back to the hotel. Oh, my husband has been acting strange for quite some time now. Perhaps he's just nervous. This is our first time abroad and all. Ah. Well, if it is their first night here, when they were on their honeymoon, right? But that's why they Come on, I have to remember. He's definitely nervous. That's 100% for certain. Ah, crap, I think I forgot where the hotel is. Yeah. Now I wish we had a request to help him find his hotel. Because if they are newlyweds, I just want their first trip to be a success. And also, before we get to a new region, there's one thing I want to do which I just remembered. Which I totally forgot we had. And it is, we got something for Lloyd. This looks good, right? A new decoration was added to Lloyd's room. It's a model orbital car. Yeah. Still, no idea what it does, but I want it. The croissants here are to die for. I made it a routine to grab one alongside a nice steamy espresso. It always hits the spot. The croissants are here to die for, definitely. Well, if they use too much butter, then you're probably right. I admit, Oscar is talented. He has risen up to every challenge the town has thrown his way and managed to win Dad's approval in just 2 years. That doesn't mean I'm even close to throwing in a towel. I'll leave him speechless tomorrow. Ciabatta, believe it, Oscar. I'll leave you speechless tomorrow. With that joke, you already left me speechless, trust me. Our daily special is made with wheat and vegetables sourced from Armorica. Bread produced in the Republic is cheaper these days, but you'll find it not nearly as fresh. Well, I can't say I'm surprised you're picky about your ingredients. Maybe that's why he has such a great reputation with the owner. He only uses the freshest of ingredients. An egg sandwich and a croissant. I think I'll buy some donuts too. They're the perfect afternoon snack. Oops, I might be going a little bit overboard. I do want a snack though. And another kind of beautiful snack you can get, like triple chocolate cookies. Always works. Hey. I heard all about how you guys gathered up some much needed ingredients for us. Excellent. Thanks for lending us a hand. Now we can focus our attention on baking. Oh, no problem. Don't hesitate to contact us if you need any more help. We won't even break a sweat. Well, that sounds promising. You all seem like a dependable bunch. Alright, I might just have to take you up on that in the future. Not many people know this, but the key to my bread is the aroma. My first step whenever I create a new bread is to check out what notes of fragrance it produces. That fragrance is our indicator of whether or not you're drawing out the best possible flavor from your ingredients. It is true. Use your nose for a lot of things in regards to flavor, so he's not wrong. Alright. Ryu better not be thinking about keeping it. I told him this is a one-time deal. He better not have forgotten. Okay, what's Ryu up to now? Ryu better not be thinking about keeping it. I told him it's a one-time deal. He better not have forgotten. There are 5 different fashion magazines you can read in Crossbell. We make 3 of them in Crossbell, while the other 2 are from the Empire and the Republic respectively. I read through all of them as much as I can. Definitely going into fashion when you're growing up, I can tell. Hey, it's the special support section. It's been a while since we last saw you guys. About a week, I think. So what's up? Actually, what's the deal with the kitten? Well, it looks fairly young. Maybe about 6 months old, if I were to guess. Are you her owners? We found her roaming around West Street all alone. And we think she might be lost. Yeah, she was pretty weak, but we made sure to give her a ton of food. And look, she's good as new. Aren't we amazing? Yes, but... Wait a minute. Why don't we just ask them to help us out, Ryu? Huh? Them? Well, you know we can't do it ourselves. What's this all about? Well, actually, there's a request we'd like to make. Mind hearing us out? Of course. We're the support section. We always listen. The special support section listened to Ryu and Henri's story about finding the kitten. And then? To summarize, you would like for us to find her true owner? Please do. She was wearing a collar when we first found her. We took it off because it looked like she was suffering when we first found her, but it should mean that she has an owner. Yeah, she doesn't really seem like all that much either, because she has no idea who we are. Well, I imagine her real owners are worried sick by now. We should try finding them for the kitten's sake. Do you have any clues as to who the owner might be? Yeah, about that. Henri here was thinking it might be a kid. The collar looked handmade. Doesn't seem like something a kid like us would do? Yeah, I can see that. I guess we should narrow the searches to households with kids then. That cuts our list potential spots down quite a bit at least. Either way, it's your call, Lloyd. Well, of course we accept. We're in town, we're going around talking to people, we might as well pick up a request or two. We're probably going to end up being late going to St. Ursula, but let's try and look for the kitten's owner for a bit. First of all, we should probably take the kitten with us. Is that wise? She's quite feeble at the moment. Don't you think it would be a bit hard on the poor thing to bring her with us? Well, I have just a solution for that. Mind letting me hold her, Ryu? Oh sure. Okay, come here girl. Lloyd took the frail kitten in his arms and gently placed her inside his jacket. There we go, all tucked in. This should work, or we should be able to walk around safely at the very least. Ah, what's this? Who knew you had a way with animals? I admit, I'm impressed. Well done, Lloyd. Let me get this straight. You think it'd be best to assume that the owner is a child, right, Henri? Yeah, probably. And since we found her over near the residential district, her home might be somewhere over there. Either way, our best bet is focusing on the residential communities. Ready, everyone? Yeah, search for the kitten's owner. I really want to keep her though. Henri's parents aren't to let him keep a pet, and neither will my dad. That's why I'm begging you guys to help us out. Ryu's dad is really strict, so we need to be thorough when we clean up after her. Thank you guys, I'll leave the little one to you then. Aww. They really want to keep her, but because they couldn't, instead of trying to force a way that they could, they are tasking us to find her home again. Very sweet. Cecile's so busy with work that she can't even visit us on the weekends. I wish she would though. It's not like she has a husband to keep her busy. Don't be too hard on her, Aunt Juliette. Cecile's already got enough on her plate to worry about. Ah yes, I'm well aware. It doesn't change the fact that I like to see her every once in a while. She should at least come home and enjoy the occasional meal with us. Work, work, work. That's all Cecile ever thinks about. It'll be nice for her to come and visit us during the weekends. It would. Me personally, I always try to visit my parents at least once a week. Cause you never know. Anything can happen. And then it's better to just see them on a regular basis. Ryu better not be thinking about keeping it. I was hoping he would have a text about us having a kitten with us. Have you guys heard about this? There's apparently an enormous ancient ruin along Ursula Road. It's a tower that dates all the way back to the Middle Ages, supposedly. Oh, what I would have given to snap the pictures of it. I heard that there is a massive tower dating back to the Middle Ages along Ursula Road. Getting to snap some photos of it would be a dream come true for the photography buff like me. Then go! Hire a bracer and check it out. Oh, for idea's sake, my husband's bad habits have resurfaced. How am I ever supposed to cook like this? Looks like we'll be eating out again. Oh, wait a sec. This table isn't aligned with the center of the room. No. This won't do at all. I've got to go and retake the measurements. Ah, so everything has to be perfect. Feng Shui, maybe? He's definitely fussy. Hey, did you know that they opened up a theme park at Michelin? The IBC financed and developed the whole thing themselves. I heard that they pulled out all the stops by using all the latest technology to build the thing. I'd like to see it for myself at least once. Me too, Kendall, and I'm pretty sure we will. I actually designed some of the hotels there, but I haven't had the chance to go to the theme park itself just yet. It will be pretty interesting to see how they work. Hey, no wife? Ah, this must be out then. Oh, I'm very strict when it comes to throwing out the trash. Please take care when separating out your recyclables. It's a shame that the city disposal only does the bare minimum. I get peeved when I see them toss everything together, especially after I take such a pain to organize it all. What a bunch of jerks. I'm very strict when it comes to throwing out the trash. You guys better separate our recyclables. Still vacant, okay. Maybe we need to learn about a few more peoples that can move to Crossbell and then live inside that apartment. Who knows? Maybe when the Iron Blood is visiting at some point, he's gonna stay there. That would be cool. Excuse me? Might be ask you something? Do you own a cat by any chance? We found a stray kitten and we're trying to find its owner. No, I don't, but can I have the kitty? I always really wanted one. Oh wait, actually, my parents run a store inside our house, so I don't think they will let me keep a kitty inside there. Sorry about that, but we gotta find the kitten's rightful owner anyway. Aw, too bad. Oh no, what am I saying? The kitty needs to go back home, so I hope you find the owner. Another dead end. Technically, our first dead end, Ellie. Don't be so negative, really. Well, I tried greeting Momo when I came in, but the poor thing looked so uncomfortable, and then she just up and ran away. What a shy girl she is. I feel for her though, I was the same when I was a kid. That's why I think I can't help myself from trying to reach out to her. I haven't seen Ryu and Henri around these parts lately. Where have they been? It's so rare now to see them playing out front. If I recall correctly, Ryu lives in the Belham apartments. I wonder if he's come down with the flu. No, he has come down with the case of the pets. Spell scope. Just topping it off, you never know. Oh, I went to go check out this shop over in the central square. And apparently someone moved into that old building over there. I must have been completely missed when it happened. I wonder how long it's been occupied. I didn't notice anyone moving in at all. You think she's talking about the special support section building? Yeah, we've got a long way to go before we're a household name. Apparently someone moved into that old building over in Central Square. I must have completely missed it. I can't seem to keep up with the rapid change in that area. Well, changes happen. And you notice them when you notice them. It's absolutely fine. Excuse me, do you have a minute? I was wondering if you've been looking after a kitten here, or perhaps if you know someone who is. A kitten? You know that this is a law office, right? We can't let a cat live in here. Well, Kit makes a good point. That's definitely one of the stranger questions I've been asked today. I mean, we could have let a kid wander around here, even if we wanted to. Yeah, cause a cat might shred all the important documents up. Ooh, looks like Mr. Grizzly is out for the day. Who knows? Maybe we can find someone actually in the residential district that is the owner of the cat. Oh, I've been cooking class at Sophia's house tomorrow. Sophia is an incredible cook, so I go over there sometimes to learn a thing or two from her. I have to hurry up and finish the chores so I can get ready to head on over. Oh, I think I'll sort through everyone's old clothes today. That way the kids won't be scrambling for clothes when the season change. Yeah, which is always a good thing if you have a really big pile of clothing and the seasons are about to change. You might as well pick out your seasonal clothes and wash them up so they're nice, clean and ready to use. Well, I went over to the Times and bought myself 2 colossal textbooks, one about politics and the other about economics. I'll need to learn all about those if I ever want to move up the societal leaderboard. I should look up party manners for dummies while I'm at it. I'm going to be readier than ever next time. Readier or readier? Like well read? Probably both? Wait. Oh, of course, this is his house. Ah, sorry, the negotiations dragged on. How has Colin been, by the way? Well, he's begun to enjoy drawing pictures again. In fact, he's been begging me for a new notebook to draw in recently. Good to know. It seems he's curious about everything too. You're all acquaintances of my husband, correct? I'm Harold's wife, Sophia Hayworth. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, hello everyone. I didn't know you'd be visiting. Oh, sorry Harold, are we interrupting anything? Oh no, not at all. But anyway, how are you all doing? Are you feeling tired at all? Please feel free to stick around and rest as long as you need. You'll have to forgive me for not being able to offer you much as a host though. If you get tired out there, feel free to make yourself at home and take a break here. Our door is always open to you. No need to be shy. Thanks to my line of work, I'm quite accustomed to hosting guests. Who knows, maybe we'll take you up on that. Hey Colin, do you have a second? Do you or anybody you know own a cat? A kitty? What kind of kitty is it? Oh, hold on. It's this little girl right here. Lloyd retrieved the cat from his jacket pocket and showed her to Colin. Oh, I know this kitty. Whoa, seriously? Yeah, she likes to walk on our fence sometimes. Haven't seen her much lately though. Well, it looks like our little pussycat from around these parts. Well, it's also likely narrowed down the owner to somebody living in the residential district. So let's continue the search. Got it. Thanks Colin, you were a big help. I'm glad. I hope I see you guys again soon. That kitty likes to walk on the fence outside sometimes. And when she sees me looking from the window, she runs away. Yeah, I can understand that, Colin. Nothing personal though. Alright. So it has to be here somewhere. This is the home of Representative Campbell, the leader of the Republican faction. There's no reason to speak with him at the moment. Ah, the residential district is situated in the far northwestern part of the city. If you continue along this road, you can leave Crossbell via the northern gate. You'll come across a mountain path that'll take you to Crossbell Cathedral and the mining village Mains. Are you trying to go to the Crossbell Cathedral or Mains? Exiting from the residential district northern gate will take you there. I suppose any self-respecting citizen would know that already though. So basically what he's saying is that I am no self-respecting citizen. Well, thanks. I've noticed our neighbor's daughter wandering outside of her home by herself quite often recently. Who knows how far those tiny feet of hers are taking her. It is dangerous for kids to wander the city alone. You can never be too careful, you hear? It is dangerous for kids to wander the city alone. They need an adult watching over them. Excuse me, Lloyd, were you looking to visit this house perchance? Yeah. After all, the kitten's owner might live here, right? It seems like there's a high chance they have children around the right age. Well, I don't think that's the case. Alright. What if nobody's home? We should ring the doorbell first, right? Yeah, good call. Well, what's up, mademoiselle? You're acting kinda funny. Whoa, there's an orbital doorbell. They must be well off. Excuse me? This is the CPD. Would we be able to speak with you for a bit? It won't take more than a minute. Oh yes, I'll be there in just a moment. I am Helmer, this family's butler. I believe you said you were with the police, correct? Yeah, no need to feel alarmed though. It's not an emergency or anything like that. Does this household happen to own a pet cat? Cat you say? No, I'm afraid not. This residence does not own any pets. While I may be fond of cats, the master and my lady are more of a dog type. Oh really? Well, swing and a miss. Phew, that was more nerve-wracking than I thought it would be. Yeah, you will need to tell them at some point. Hey Lloyd, we just spoke with the person that lives here, right? Shouldn't we move on to a different residence? We shouldn't bother them if we don't have any pressing concerns. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I suppose there's no need to bother them any further. Oh, my parents owned a mansion when I was growing up. It was filled with maids and butlers, so I never had the chance to learn how to do housework. Getting married certainly has been an adventure. I've actually had to learn a lot of things as a result. No complaints from me though. I'm loving every second of my life. Good on you. Is he sad about the cat? Looks like a little girl lives here. Let's see if this might be our match. Excuse me, sir? Do you have a moment? Could I help you with something? Well, we're with the CPD and we're conducting a small investigation. Do you happen to own a cat by chance? No, we don't. Sunita, sweetheart, do you know anything about this? I don't know about anything. I'm busy reading a book with father. Could you please go away? Swing and a miss. Well, I recommend we extend our search in the neighborhood. You're right, there's a chance we overlooked something, so one more round wouldn't hurt. I don't know anything. I'm busy reading a book with father, so could you please go away? We don't keep pets in our home. I'm sorry, but we couldn't be of any help to you. I have a feeling that you do keep pets, you just don't know about it. I wonder. My parents owned a mansion when I was growing up. They're still the same. Well, I've noticed our neighbor's daughter wandering outside her home by herself quite often. Who knows how far the tiny feet of hers are taking her? It is dangerous for kids to wander the city alone. You can never be too careful, you know? Okay. So how do we trigger anything? Well, maybe if we continue talking to everyone in town, even a few more kids, then maybe when we go back, she will be talking to her father and maybe a little bit more willingly to admit that she has a cat. Whoops, we have the kitten with us. It's probably not the best idea to wander the city with her in tow. Okay. So we can leave. The kitty likes to walk on the fence outside sometimes, and when she sees me looking from the window, she runs away. Okay, so that's not it. Well, there has to be something here to interact with her. Ooh. That's actually kind of cool. think this is where we need to go, and I don't want to go out of town before handling the cat business. I wonder, what do we need to do? Still the same. This as well. Ah, okay. Look. Marie! Oh, Marie! Where could you have run off this time? Marie, come out! Didn't we talk to that little Missy earlier? Well, I suppose it's a little girl that's been going out on her own. Yeah. What's going on though? She's acting sort of strange. Oh, that sweet child. Where has she gone off to? Excuse me, are you searching for something? Yes. Are you looking for a kitten by any chance? One like this? Lloyd produces a kitten from his jacket pocket. Marie! Oh, thank goodness you're safe. Oh, you silly girl, where did you run off to? I suppose that makes matters easier then. You must be her owner, right? Not exactly. Mary is actually a stray cat. She's a stray? Even though she has a collar? Well, Mary may be a stray, but she's still mine. That's why I went and gave her a collar. I can't say I saw that coming. Well, the truth is, I wanted to keep Mary at my house, but Father would never allow that. After all, Mary tore up all of Father's important work papers. I saw her do it. Mary came in through the window and took an afternoon nap in Father's study. After she woke up, she tore off all the papers to shreds. I'm so sorry, Father. I think it would have been better if you had explained the situation to your father as soon as it happened. The kitten sped off somewhere once he finished ripping the documents, right? So you started searching Marie because you were worried about her? Yeah. Phew, I'd say that case closed then. Those were quality deductions, Lloyd. Well, I suppose kittens will do as they please, huh? Damn near impossible to get them to behave how you want, I bet. Yeah, you're probably thinking that there's no hope of keeping Marie at your house. If you love her so much, then why not try to explaining the circumstances to your father? That would be best. Don't worry, we'll be there with you. Let's go speak to your father together, shall we? You've been wanting to keep a kitten? Ah, so this is what it's all been about. Huh? I've been worried about how peculiar Sunita's been acting for a little while now. She kept running off on her own without giving us a hint of where she was going. The cat may have torn on my documents, but I suppose that wasn't that important. So that means you aren't mad at Marie, Father? Can we keep her then, please? Yes, of course, sweetheart. I'm happy to say we've added a new member to our family. However, Sunita, it is your responsibility to properly take care of Marie, understood? Of course. Thank you so much, Father. Yeah. If a dad loves his daughter, he can never say no to her, isn't it? Well, I call that a happy ending. How sweet. Her father clearly loves her very much. Agreed. I can tell the little kitten is just as overjoyed. However, Lloyd, it was unnecessary of the police to escalate this issue as far as we did, correct? I had you confused for a bracer rather than a detective. Well, you got me there. I guess this case did end up being just a bit of a public service. But we call ourselves the support section, don't we? I say these kind of tasks are right up our alley. Anyway, that's a wrap. Shall we head out? Yep, time to get a move on. No, Ronnie, I'm not gonna say that. Meow-vion? No, we're not gonna do that. Search for kitten owner completed. Fanya. Marie, look this way. Thank you for your help today. That's all I have to say. That is more than enough, trust me. Well, Sunita's completely devoted to caring for that little kitten of ours. You'd think she would have asked me if we could keep the kitten if she loves her so much. Well, considering how Sunita usually acts, she was probably too worried I'd refuse. At any rate, I thank you. My Sunita seems to have caused you all a bit of trouble. Don't worry about it. That's what we're here for, solving problems. Oh, I remember you all. You came to our house with Sunita earlier, right? Are you all acquainted with my husband, perhaps? Care to join me for some tea? Thanks, but we'll have to pass this time. I hope you continue to take good care of Marie for us. Marie? Who's that? It's so fresh, she doesn't even know it yet. Alright, I will leave the episode here. Next time we're going to start with the entertainment district. And if it goes like the way it usually goes, we'll end up with everything except the back alley probably next time. Unless there's nothing too weird going on, like even more side quests. Me personally, I would applaud for one or two extra hidden side quests around town, but we'll have to wait till next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue our, is it the afternoon yet? Walk around Crossbell. See you then, bye bye.